gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Pulls it in on the right. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So NC State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Back to the ground game on the left. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Creates a little room. There he goes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He lets it fly. He's got it at the 20. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finds his man, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job by the defense, swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes a grab over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working the middle, it's complete. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the catch, it's Grimes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Hendrickson. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position, starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. barrel in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Moore.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Puts it out of the air. At the 45 on its way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's King. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Blue Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick toss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll set up to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Grimes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Smothers. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae. Making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's in there for the two, and now the lead stands at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Breaks into the open on the left. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, NC State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on second down. The play action fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Trying to set up the screen. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's second and goal. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
and it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.